Welcome, my beautiful magic maker friend. Thank you for joining me again here with You Are the Magic. I'm going to begin with inviting us all to just stop, pause, and breathe. Join me now in just taking the delicious moment where you are going to give yourself the biggest, deepest breath that you've had all day long. Just breathing all the way down past your belly, all the way down your legs, out your feet and deep into the earth. So let's do that. Just take that breath now, my magic maker friend, because you deserve it and it's delicious. Breathing all the way down, further than you think you can go, all the way down past the soles of your feet into the earth. Feel yourself anchoring your magic. And then just let that beautiful breath go and feel that anchoring deep in the root of you. Now, if you choose to, you could do that again and again, because today I'm going to invite us to all go down to the deep roots of us, our deep, deep roots, because we are in our earth season. And this is chapter 3 in our earth story. In chapter 1, we went all the way up to my heaven, only to be told, you're earthbound, that's where your lessons lie. And then in chapter 2, we explored the environment that we create here, earthbound, and we really explored it from the inside. What environment are you creating for the inside of your magic? And today, we go all the way down to the roots of you. So welcome to an exploration of you, your body, and the stories that your body wants to tell you or is already telling you. The earth element has a deep relationship, like interlocked relationship with your physical body. And as a magic maker, your physical body is one of your biggest, most accessible to you magical tools. There's so much that your body supports you in your magic, so many ways. And one of those ways is by holding your stories and by helping you to process your lessons. For we know we are spiritual beings having this earthbound experience, and we're here to experience the challenges and the successes, the relationships, all of our experiences. Why? Because earthbound is our playground where we are working through all of these stories and lessons to expand our soul and then go back up again. But let's begin up there. Before you came earthbound, you made some decisions as a soul. You decided in this life, what am I going to get up to? What am I here to learn? And you make soul contracts. You make deals with yourself and other souls even. You come here with purpose. There are no accidents at all. You knew exactly what you were seeking to experience and learn when you came earthbound. Now, the tricky part is we land earthbound and we forget all about that. It's tricky, but it's designed that way because we are to experience our lives so that these lessons unfold. And they unfold in so many ways. And one of the ways we can access that unfolding is through our physical body. Because as shared, your body is holding so much wisdom for you. So we're going to explore your body as a magical tool today, and it's going to be explored through the lens of your physical body and your energetic body. Because you're here, you've got the muscles, the blood, the bones, you can feel, see, sense yourself standing in space. But you also have this body that's larger than what you see in the mirror, which is your auric field, which has got layers upon layers of healing magic within it. And it has your chakra system. So today we're going to explore the connection between your physical earthbound body and your chakra system, and how when you work with them together, you can access the unlocking of some of these stories and lessons. That's what we're exploring. But let's take another deep breath and figure out, well, why would we want to do that? If it's true that you are the magic, because it is true, then what I know about magic makers who are seeking to amplify and activate magic in their world, what I also know is 99.9% of the time, I'm leaving a little bit of room for maybe a magic maker I haven't met yet, most of the time, for most people on the magical journey, are also on a healing journey. I mean, we all are on a healing journey, always. But what I'm referring to here is the magic makers who are awakened and alive to the healing journey. Because the more we heal, the stronger our magic gets. The more we heal, the more our soul expands and the higher our vibration gets. So we really do seek to do this. We do come here to learn these lessons, to get the healing, to expand and giddy up. It gets better from there. So we're going to understand now your magic making through the lens of how can I work and be active in my healing journey? Because I also believe you are the greatest healer you will ever meet. For you're the only person who is living inside your physical body. You're the only person who has the memories that you have, who remember them in the way that you remember them. You're the only person who has your cell makeup. And so therefore, you are the healer that you seek. And so let's begin to explore how can we unlock that healer within, so that our earthbound experience feels more expansive, that we feel that we can be moving forward in our healing journeys rather than stuck. Like, we don't want to do that earth element of like stuck in the mud where nothing shifts. We do want to be continuing to walk the earth and learning our lessons. And so we're going to explore this through the chakra system. So when I first started really working with the chakra system was when I learned Reiki. So I knew about the chakra system, and at this point I was already working in traditional Chinese massage and acupressure. I had a somewhat regular yoga practice. I was exploring meditation. I played with aromatherapy. Like, there was a lot of body-based modalities that I was either learning or practicing. But it was really when I started to learn and also then move into being a practitioner and then a teacher of Reiki that I really began to understand how our chakra system can unlock healing for us. There's a lot to know about the chakra system, and we are definitely not going to be covering all of that today. In the magic community right now, there is a cohort, a global cohort of people who are with me in a masterclass called the Magic 7, where we're going for 7 weeks, a chakra a week, and that's more the deep dive. More information about that is linked below. You can reach out to me if you're interested in knowing more about the work that I do in my master teaching. But what I want to explore today is just a quick overview of the chakra system, so we can all get jiggy and take a breath there. And then we are going to go down to that root of you, the base root chakra, because there's so much there that I believe is untapped for many magic makers. So the chakra system. It is our energy body. There's 7 major chakras, starting from the base of your spine and working their way up the spine to the top of your head. And each of them have their own color. They have their own sound that works in tuning with them. And they are directly related to your physical body. So we start at the root base chakra, and then we move up to sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown. We move up the spine and we move up the colors like you are a walking rainbow. And our full expression of who we are as beautiful humans lives inside these energy centers. So chakras are energy centers. They are living in your energetic body right now. They're there, active, tuning to all of these words and your experience of listening to it. And they are where energy comes to be recycled or filtered or energized to continue to bring about our understanding of who we are and what we're experiencing. And when all 7 of them are working together, they have the full expression of the human experience and all of the wisdom available to us. So what we seek to do here, earthbound, is to work with them and align them because we want to access all of this wisdom, all of this understanding, because it supports our evolution. So in terms of chakras, as I said, there's so much that you can know. I've also linked below a chakra meditation and also a chakra masterclass that I have already shared. And you can watch them, you can tune into the meditation, you can do your own deep dive into chakras. I highly recommend it. But what I want to do now is go down to the roots of you, your base root chakra. And we're going to explore this as a way of beginning to understand how you, the healer in you, can start to unlock what's going on in my energetic body, what stories is my body telling me, and how can that take me further in my healing journey and therefore activate and expand my magic. When you take your first breath, when you are out in the world and take your first breath, you are officially earthbound. And you have all of your chakras all aligned with you. But when you take that first breath, it's your base root chakra that takes the biggest, deepest breath and starts to anchor down like the roots of a tree. Your base root chakra is active and developing from first breath to 7 years old. What we do is we move up the spine. So after 7, we move to the sacral, etc., etc. But those first 7 years of your life, your base chakra is continuing to anchor into the earth and anchor into your earthbound experience. Anchoring in, how will I have the experiences, the relationships, and meet the lessons that my soul has already decided I want in this life. So your base chakra is absolutely supporting you as a human. It is focused on, am I safe? Am I secure? Are my needs met? And it's also layering in experiences and stories that you will continue to evolve, listen, and be with for your entire life. Your entire life. Those stories will continue to come up from the root. I mean, you know that there's so much that happens when we're little. You hear it, like a psychologist will say, So much about who we are was formed in what's known as those formative years, which is before we're 8. And we know somebody who works in inner child work. They know that there's some stories there to unlock. And also in our magic, in our understanding of ourselves, rather than staying on the top layer, what's possible for you if you go down to the roots of you, where you began, where your earthbound journey this lifetime began. So what I invite is this: more than seeing the base chakra as it vibrates to red and it's about my security and my abundance, what about we start to see it as the roots of you? And see it as each root having a story that we can explore. What's the first memory that you have? It's tricky because when we're really little, memory is a little bit fuzzy. So maybe the first memory or the first couple of memories that you have. What's there for you? What do you remember about your experience of being earthbound when you were young? Did you feel safe? Was it fun? And we want to seek this gleaning in of what's in our root, not so we can dig in, but so that we can invite this up the root. So let me give you an example here. So as shared, we're doing the Magic 7 right now, which is this chakra masterclass going chakra by chakra. And last week we started at the base. And I asked these questions, which means as the guide, I always do the magic that I teach. It's just who I am. I'm always involved, engaged. I never activate for anybody else what I have not done for myself. So I ask myself, what memories are coming? And I found this memory that I had for a while of being young and playing on my own and having fun. I was on my own, but I didn't feel lonely, and I really enjoyed being creative. There's a piece of information for me. But that's when I was really young. So what's that got to do with me now? Like, I'm now a full-grown adult trying to do this adulting thing. What does that tell me about now? I now live on a beautiful island where I actually do spend quite a bit of time on my own, creating. I create a lot of content for Big Life Magic. I love to write. I love to share with the magic community. So I feel like I am in constant creation. And a lot of that is done on my own, sitting by the seaside. So when I see that connection for myself, what I see is a manifestation of something in my younger years, in the roots of me, that fed me. That memory that I have of sitting on the grass in my front yard, it's a joyful memory. When I feel it, it feels good. And what felt good when we were young, we want to continue to bring them up through the roots. And here's the kicker to this, when I kind of added it up. If you tuned into episode 2, where we were talking about that internal environment, I was talking about being, out of alignment with the island and feeling lonely and feeling like I didn't belong. I was again learning the lesson of, Deborah, you actually like to be alone. When you're alone, you can go into deeper creation. Don't fight that. So learning this lesson again, I always seek to connect, but I need time on my own for my creativity. It's in the roots of me. There's also going to be some stories in the roots of you that you don't necessarily want to bring up the root into the trunk, into the branches of you, because it wasn't pleasant. You don't want to repeat it. But it is in the root of you. And it's there for a reason. You chose to have this experience, to develop these roots. So you can start to play with what's in the root of me that I don't necessarily want to repeat, but is real for me. And what is it teaching me today? Because the healing that we seek is happening in the now, not back when I was 4, not when I was 14. Now, that connection that I made to actually allowing myself time on my own, connected to nature and creating, is in the root of me. There's also some other energy that comes up from the root of me that I'm like, well, I don't necessarily want that in my everyday. But today, what has this experience taught me? What has this experience or relationship developed within me? And this is where we start to activate the healer within. Because first you want to make those connections. I liked doing that as a kid. Oh, that's the way I wanted to play and connect. That's how I felt safe. All great information about your magic and what's going to bring you alive earthbound. But let's not deny those deeper roots which have stories to tell you. Now, I'm not inviting you into needing to go back through your whole past, needing to dig up painful memories again. What I'm inviting is, in the roots of you, is the story that you're here to tell and experience. And so when we can say yes to that, without wanting to deny or push it away as the bad thing or the thing you wish didn't happen, because absolutely that's your human experience. I'm not denying that either. But what is the roots of you telling you about who you are today? And then once you start to glean a little bit of that information, then you can start to make new choices, ask new questions like Albert offered us last episode around what you want to do about that. Because that is the magical journey. That is the healing journey. My friends, it is not a destination. We are not arriving at a magical healing spot on the map where we can go, phew, done. Learned all my lessons this lifetime. I healed all my things. We will continue to work through what is in the root of us, and it will turn up in different ways in our experience. And it's all there to support you in your healing journey. And again, the more we seek to be with our healing journey, the more our magic will expand. For the more that you heal, the higher your vibration will get, the higher your vibe, the more high vibe things you can be a magnet for, and just the higher vibe you're going to feel. So going down to the roots of you, I invite curiosity. Please, no judgment or shame or trauma tripping around that corner again. I invite curiosity about your earthbound experience and understanding that your stories are there. They're connecting to you for a reason. And they would love your attention. I also want to say this. For some people, awakening the healer within is not work that they want to do on their own. For some people, it is advised, or there is the option always available to find somebody who can hold space for you. Maybe it's a body-based practitioner. Maybe it's someone who works in narrative therapy. There's so many different modalities that you could tap into. And you can also reach out to me. For if you're wanting to understand your healing journey, which will therefore expand your earthbound experience and your magic, then I can hold that space for you. It's something that I've been doing for a long time, and I know how, I know the way, and I can create the safety for you so that you can go deep into the roots of you. Because for some of us, it isn't a safe place to go to without a map, without a guide, no compass. And for some of us, it is. For some of us, it's a curious exploration. You know the magic in you, you know the stories within you. But what I'm inviting this week is this. We are earthbound and alive. The roots of you have stories to tell. If you've been denying those stories, I invite you to open up to how can I begin to listen? If you have been repeating stories, then I invite you to how can I actually change this rhythm so that I can move through this story and into a next story? Or if you feel completely ungrounded, disconnected from your physical body, disconnected from your healing journey, but you really want the magic, I invite you into just breathe deep into the roots of you, for there is safety there. You can find it with yourself, with another, or with a group. And the more that we can be completely anchored into our earthbound experience, all of our earthbound experience, the parts that are lovely and the parts that are not, then the more that you are going to heal, transform, and yeah, my friends, expand your magic. You are the magic, own it. You get to decide. It's your journey. It's your earthbound experience. But I invite you to just consider for a moment what's in the root of me. What story is my body telling me now? And if I was to step forward in my healing journey, what direction am I going? Do I need another to come with me? And open and expand and invite deep, deep down, all the way up past your crown, the expansion of magic that is you. My friends, what an absolute delight to be with you. We are in, at the moment as I'm recording this, we are in a deeper healing energetic forecast. So if you're tuning into this like later, you've tuned in and you found you are the magic at some point in the future, then this is just some interesting information. But for those people who are either live with me now or listening within the next few weeks, please know this. At the moment, energetically, literally with how the planets are aligning in the sky, we are in a beautiful, deep healing energy. It's asking us to go to these roots. It's asking us to uncover what we need to heal in order to then move into the next chapter for ourselves. Chiron, the wounded healer, has met the north node in the sky. Pluto is changing and asking us to transform. So much energy is supporting us right now to say yes to healing. So if you're hearing this and you're like, that's me, I've been waiting for the moment it feels safe, or I've been waiting until I feel ready. My friend, now is your time. I mean, healing is always available. Magic is always available. But right now, where today is the 21st of February, all the way through to early April, we have weeks upon weeks of all planets direct. So much healing energy in the sky. And it's at service to what? You heal so you can skip forward in the journey to the next lesson, more playmates, and expanding your magic. So just inviting that here, open up. If I was to say yes to the healing that is available to me right now, if I was to tap into the root of me, what is being asked to be brought to the light? Only you know you are the healer that you seek. Now, every episode is dedicated, and today I want to dedicate it to you who is listening or watching right now, because I do want you to believe that not only are you the magic, that inside you is everything that you need, and that you are the healer and teacher that you seek, and believe it to be true, because it is. You are the magic. You are the healer. You are here for a divine purpose. And the first step in any healing journey is acknowledging how divine you are. Because you are. Episode 3 of You Are the Magic is dedicated to you, my friends. Say yes to the healing within you, yes to the magic within you, and prepare to transform from the inside out, all the way down to the root. As always, an absolute delight to be with you. I just want to share again, if you feel like you need some support on your healing journey, please reach out to me. Make some time to connect with me or somebody that you trust. And if you're feeling like, I want some playmates in this healing magical journey, you might want to check out the Big Life Magic Makers, our virtual community. And if you're interested in the Magic 7, we have begun, but it's not too late to jump in. There's a link below. Let's take a big deep breath all the way down to the roots. And let it go with the knowing that it's you, my friend. You are the magic.